it was revealed that U.S. citizens were not the only targets of NSA data collection, but sensitive calls from members of Congress were also scooped up. Chairman of the House Oversight Committee, Jason Chaffetz, sent a one-page letter requesting any and all guidance documents regarding the collection of data during the Iranian nuclear deal. The request also asked with whom the NSA shares its information. But was the collection legal? Former House Intelligence Committee Chairman Pete Hoekstra said,
"Clearly they should have the Intelligence Committees do oversight hearings. They should demand an independent investigation through the IG, Inspector General of these different agencies."
Concurring with Mr. Hoekstra is NSA whistleblower William Benny. He explained that, quote, "If you have information on everybody on the planet, that means you might have material to blackmail them or influence them, one way or the other, to make a decision that you want them to make," end quote. He also said,
"See, that's the reason I've been coming out publicly, because where I see it going is toward a totalitarian state."
So how exactly is the U.S. government collecting all that information? CIA venture capital firm Q Tel invests in high-tech startups like Palantir, a privately held data collection firm estimated to be worth $20 billion.
We're doing better in terms of collecting amounts of data so that you can individually target people if you want to.
Right.
We're not doing very good at stopping terrorist attacks.
With the intelligence community deeply involved in data collection inside the U.S., members of Congress are suggesting Speaker of the House Paul Ryan appoint a select committee to determine the rules, the firewalls, and the oversight of this extensive intrusion into American privacy. So far, both Q Tel and Palantir have declined comment for this story.
And with more on this story, CW6 contributor Kimberly DeBark here to explain. It seems like the role of the NSA since they've been around has changed quite a bit. Are they overstepping their boundaries here?
Well, there's a lot of questions concerning that, and that's why you're seeing members, many members of Congress calling for some sort of hearings to figure out if they did, in fact, overstep their bounds. Of course, we're talking about follow up on what we did discuss last week, where it was learned that the NSA collected phone conversations from members of Congress who were actively, they were working on the Iranian nuclear deal negotiations, but the White House was actually able to get a copy of some of those phone conversations, and therein lies the issue.
So help us put this into perspective. What does it mean for our viewers, for Americans, that the NSA is doing this?
Well, I think that the main concern here with this particular issue is the government overstepping. Are we going to trust the next president to take these powers one step further? I think that there's legitimate concerns about terrorism. Americans are definitely very concerned and on edge after the San Bernardino attacks and the two folks that were arrested last week in the country. But at that same time, you have to look at people like the NSA whistleblower, and he says that after 30 years of being with the NSA, they've kind of lost their focus and they're corrupting themselves, and therein lies the issue for the American people. We just there's a fine line, and we're dancing right on that line, and we need to ensure that our Congress wants to go across that line, or if they want to restrain the NSA and make sure we're all safe here at home.
Something many are concerned about. I know you will continue to follow this and bring us an update. Thank you, Kimberly.
Thank you.
And